my life. I'm so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away. It's time for me to let it, let it, let it, let it, let it out. I refuse to run and hide. I must let it, let it, let it, let it, let it out. I refuse to run and hide. All the weight is lifted off my shoulders. I will not hold this in any longer. I know you thought that it killed me, but it has only made me stronger.
Hello, welcome
Good evening,
to
good evening,
Let
good
It
evening.
Out. I am your host, Toboshes Rochester, and I am here with my co-host, Raphael.
The Bassman Jones.
Yes, welcome to Let It Out, and we are on Plug Studio Network, and we're here to talk about some important things in our lives that we are not afraid to talk about. We're ready to go there, and tonight's topic is, it's all about you.
All about you.
All about you. And also, if you have any indie music, do not hesitate to submit them to plugstudionetwork.com. Also, do not hesitate to call in and join in on this conversation tonight.
At 302-312-3534. So make sure y'all call in.
Yes.
Make sure y'all tune in. I'm glad that you're tuning in.
And share it.
And share it tonight.
Share. Yeah. So, I want to welcome those who have tuned in. And it's very important tonight that we really talk about this. Like I told you guys last week, I had this thing, like, while I was driving on my way in. Like, my stomach was hurting and everything. Like, somebody needed to talk to me about something. I don't know what it was, but somebody needed to talk to me and tell me something that's going on in their life at that moment and right now. You need to let it out with us, okay? So that's what we're here for, and that's what the show is all about. We're here for you. We're here to listen and all that good stuff. So, but yes.
It's definitely all about you tonight, the viewers. Make sure you call in.
Yes, please do. Because we would both like to hear from you guys. Because a lot of people are going through things. But like I said, it's 3 people that I'm feeling. Not a psychic or anything like that. I just want you to know that. But I just, my stomach be telling me stuff sometimes. So that's how I was feeling. So before we went off last week, one person said me.
Right. That was Kenyatta.
Okay.
Tonight is the night for you to call in. If you have something that you really want to let out, anything at all, tonight is the night to call in. 302-312-3534. Definitely call in tonight.
Yeah, because we wanna, we wanna be there for you, and share your stories with us, whatever it is. I don't care what it is. If it's bothering you, that's just what tonight is about. You know what I'm saying? Do not hold anything in. Just express yourself really good tonight. Because we're here for you.
So definitely call in, because this is one of those what they call free for all nights.
Yes.
So definitely call in.
Yeah. So with that, how was your week?
Busy. It's been busy. Constantly getting ready. Graduate this weekend, so everything be over with John Casablanca. So everything be done with that, and I have other things that still working on our script and everything, and I've just been busy running, getting stuff going. I know it's going to be quite a few auditions coming up soon, and manager, agent, and them looking at stuff already. Got to get everything together with that. So, everything's looking good.
That's good. Me, I had a long week, long one, and it was good,
Yeah.
Try to get some rest mostly, and I like to do my favorite thing, the smoothie. So and my energy
We started doing a new energy drink,
Okay.
dealing with dragon fruit, uh, aloe, the actual aloe plant. It was a fruit, a lot of different fruits and berries, uh, the aloe water, doing more stuff with that. Uh, Spinach in the drink. We've been doing it ourselves, like being at home. So
Keep it up.
we doing
Keep it
everything
up.
ourselves now. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. And also, you guys, we have two special guests in our audience tonight.
hmm
My niece, Kaden, and Destiny. Our little audience over there, our little crew. Yeah, give them experiences, that they need to partake in. And maybe one day it will be them behind here. You never
hmm
know, right? Yeah, so tonight I want you guys to really take this seriously. I want you to call in and talk to us, because it's really important for people to let it out.
Yes,
You
definitely.
know, things you hold in can explode, and you don't want that in your
Yeah.
life.
Couple of shows back, we had a young lady
Yes.
who chimed in, and she was saying how she hold a lot of stuff in
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah,
like that. Nah,
Yeah.
tonight is that night to call and let all of that out.
Yes, do that.
So
It's really
do so.
important. Yeah, yeah. So tonight, let us know that you're here, listening in tonight. You know, you can say hello and what have you, so I can see who you are tonight. But have you went through anything this week where you feel that you need to talk about, let it out a little bit, or are you okay?
I'm just keeping stuff. All right, I am having one of those what they call senior moments.
Okay, let it out.
I'm not as old as y'all may think, but I'm keep forgetting things lately.
Okay.
So my focus level isn't where it's supposed to be as far as how I usually would do scripts and everything else.
Yeah.
So I'm reading the script and I'm going through it, but I'm fumbling, and it's never been. I think my nerves are off, so that's the reason why I'm fumbling a little bit. But I'm my focus level is off, so I need to get back on track with that, get my mind back on, get my head back together, and get it back rolling. I mean, I know I can continue doing it. It's just right now everything between work, the agency,
Yes.
the classes, and everything
Yes.
else. Hey,
Welcome.
hi, how y'all doing?
Welcome. Yeah, senior moments.
Mm. So
Yeah.
there's times I've been like I said tonight when I came in, forgot my wallet. I'm like, oh, that's right, I left it in the car. I'm like, oh, okay, so I went and got it.
So, you know what? I can't.
I got in the car the other day, and my wife took off driving. I said, I left my wallet in the house. I'm one of those guys that never leave my wallet
Right.
nowhere.
Right. So just for that to happen.
Yeah, I'm realizing that I'm slipping because I had that one of those old granddaddies that was like, you never leave your wallet. You always know where it is at all times, this and the other. And lately I've been just so happened to leave it. I'm like, that's not me. That's not me at all. I'm like, I'm really having a senior moment. I keep
Yeah.
forgetting things.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, so I got so much stuff that's on me now that I'm like, I gotta keep my mind focused.
Yes.
But I'm getting
And,
there.
and that's where you have to be too.
Mm.
You know, like we said earlier, you guys, tonight is about you.
Mm-hmm.
I told you that, I feel that somebody wants to talk and somebody wants to let it out. Somebody's holding it in, whatever they're going through. And I need you to call in tonight. I want to talk to you so we can hear what's going on with you.
Mm-hmm.
And share this as well tonight. Even if it's something small, I don't care what it is. I want you to talk, because that's what the show is about, talking and letting it out with us, and we're here for you. Just know
Definitely.
that, we may not be able to help you with everything, but something we may be able to help you with,
I would like to
so
try to help
Yeah.
as much as possible.
Yeah,
But yeah.
exactly. Yeah, so that's what we're here about tonight. And also, with me, I've been having some things. I've been going through a depression state a little bit this week.
Really?
Yeah, like I didn't want to get up, and I feel like something's holding me down. Like when I'm trying to get up, I can't get up. I think this would happen before. We talked about that before.
Right.
That happened to me recently too, but I feel like that's happened to me again. You know, but you know, and I felt emotional today when I was getting ready to get in my car. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? I think I just got too much stuff on my mind, you know, and I'm excited about stuff that's coming up, and you know, with our journey. Hi, sweetheart.
Right, right.
With our journey and everything. It's my sister Daphne.
Hey,
Thank you for
Daphne.
tuning in, sweetheart. But like I said, don't hesitate to call in tonight. You know, we want to talk with you. Something that you're going through in your life. It's 3 people that I sensed. I saw you already, but I just want you to be the one to call in. I'm not going to tell you who you are, but I know who you are. So I want you to call in tonight. And what is the number?
302-312-3534.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hi, Daphne.
Yeah, yeah. So there's something going on with somebody at the moment. You know, even last week when we were having this conversation, and you know, so I want you to do that. But it's, you know, it's really serious when you know, you try to take on everything
Yeah,
on your own, and you know you cannot.
yeah.
You know, everything is, you know, it's not good for you to be holding all
Oh,
that
yeah,
in.
never
Because
good.
you could have an aneurysm, you know, 'cause you know your blood pressure, aneurysm,
It causes
anxiety,
stress.
depression,
Oh, my goodness.
all those things set up in there. And what is that? Mental. So,
Yeah.
so we need to go there, you know, and talk about that, you know.
So it's
Yeah.
you always want to
Yeah.
want to try to always keep your palate
Yeah.
clear,
Yeah.
because you never know what day-to-day activity is going to cause anything to have a certain outlook on you,
Yeah.
certain things that hurt you. You don't want to
Yeah.
keep holding stuff
No.
in.
No.
I had a conversation earlier with someone who like to, you know, who's not feeling
Right.
certain things that's going on in their life, but at the same time they don't want to let it go out their lives, and but they want to, they need to see how to approach this feeling differently. So the only thing I could say is whatever comes to you to make you
Yeah.
feel good first,
Right.
try to always focus on that positive, because whatever it is that you're feeling that's negative, it's only going to hinder you a little bit more. So you're going to want to focus on that positive, because nowadays, especially with all that's going on with the pandemic,
Yes,
this
it's too
new
much.
strand
Oh,
coming out
gosh,
that's going to start
yes.
shutting things down again,
Again.
all this other crazy stuff that's going on, you want to have something positive around you as much as possible,
So true.
because it's only going to make anything worse. And here it is, Christmas coming around, and again, and people still dealing with the virus again. So you want to have something positive.
Right.
So as much as you can, keep smiling,
That's right.
keep doing what you can do. I'm the last one to sit there and say keep smiling, because when I'm off the air, I'm usually zonked and I'm alone. Like, I keep quiet.
Right.
My wife will ask me, like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. She go, talk to me. What's wrong? I'm like, nothing. I'm just in here just thinking about, you know, what I got to do, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that to me, I'm allowing things to look scarier
Yeah.
than what it really is.
Right.
It's not hard.
Right.
It's just scary. Because after all these years of doing stuff that I've been wanting to do,
Right.
everything is now starting to pinpoint where I need to be. And I'm like, oh boy. Now you get worried.
Yes.
Then you
Yes.
sit there
Yes.
like, all right, why is that, man? What's going on?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at with it. I'm like, all right, I got to get things going. And so I try to show like my daughter and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything's gonna be fine, and
That's right.
we're gonna make things happen.
Yes.
But
yes.
there's
yes.
times where you sit there and go, all right.
Yeah.
So
Yes. 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 But we all seem to hold a lot,
Yeah.
in our mind, in our
yeah,
mind, and we can't let go of it.
nah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? And our minds are running like a mile a
and that's
minute
what
all the
happens.
time. You're
Yeah.
thinking. Yeah, you gotta try to
Mhm.
talk to somebody or do an activity that you're used to doing. You know what I'm saying? To get your mind where it need to be. And we got some
Right.
powerful powerful things in our lives that we go through every day. Loss.
Mhm.
That word.
Yeah.
Loss.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause it's like lately, even when I'm not at work, I find myself waking up every single night like 4 o'clock in the morning and sit up on the side of the bed, no reason. Like, all right, what's going on? Why am I waking up? I'm like, no matter what time I go to sleep, I can go to sleep at 1. I'm gonna wake up at 4. I can go to sleep at 9. I'm gonna wake up at 4. It does not matter. I'm gonna pop up at 4, and I'm sitting there like, oh, come on. Why is my body doing this? What's going on? What's going? All right, you gotta know something's going on.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
Something's telling me to pay attention to
Yeah.
something I don't know what it is yet.
And what happens is it'll come to you unexpectedly.
Right.
But you know something's going on.
Mm.
You feel it. It's that vibe.
There's something there because I'm
Something
waking
right.
up too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I try my best to stay asleep, try to stay rested, but
Yeah.
4 o'clock in the morning, pop up. I'm awake. So it's one of those things. It's one of those things like when I'm starting to see things move.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see things move out the way for like all the negative stuff starting to move. I'm starting to see a lot more positive stuff moving, coming into view. I'm starting to see more stuff. My goal is almost there for me to grab, because for a long time it was zigzag. I'm
Yeah.
chasing it,
Yeah.
but it's starting to get closer and closer for me to grab, and I'm making
awesome.
sure that
That's
I'm
awesome.
sticking to that path. But it was a fight for a good while.
Yeah.
It was a fight.
Yeah.
So to get to that part where I'm at, I'm almost at that point where I can finally say I've done it,
Okay.
or I'm there. And I haven't been there in a very long time. So I'm now at that point where I'm looking at it saying, yeah, I'm pretty much there now.
You feel like that light is
Yeah,
coming.
yeah. I'm starting to feel like that everything is starting to move for its own purpose. It has its own
That's
purpose
awesome.
going.
That's
So everything is starting to move in the right way. I'm looking at financially. I'm
Yeah.
looking at mentally. I'm looking at through our home.
Yeah.
Looking at the possibility of saying, yeah, things are going to start moving to the point where I can start looking at a home to buy instead of being in an apartment. I'm starting to look at a lot of different things now. I'm like, things are starting to move.
Yeah.
So,
That's good.
yeah, so I'm ready for a lot of a new journey that's
Positive
going on.
things,
yeah, a lot of
yeah.
new
And
positive
that's
stuff.
and that's what you want in your life too. We have things that you think it's going to happen right then and there, but it's not in our time. It's
Yeah.
time is time. It's going to open when it feels like opening.
Right.
So that's
right.
what I have to learn that too, because I'm like, I want it now, I want it now. But it's not about that. It's just being patient and just sitting there and just waiting for those things to happen, and that's what you have to do. I've learned that,
Right.
to where I have to be more patient with things because I rush everything, But
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And that's our own selfishness. We
it
do
is,
that
It is
because we want it now, and
Yeah.
it's going to happen in due time when it's
Right.
supposed to.
right.
But we don't see it that way.
Right.
We looking at it like, nah, that's got to happen now. We got to get that done now. I don't think I'm going to be here long enough to see it. And us folks, quick, we're not going to be here long enough to see nothing if you let us sit there and talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
We're not going to be here long enough to see a thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta push on. You gotta see it all the way through to see. All right, what am I being prepared for?
Right.
What is it? What is this building me to understand?
Right.
Is it building my character? Is it building my heart? Is it building my strength to understand
Exactly.
finances? Is it
Yes.
building me to do so
Yeah.
everything that's blocking you from getting to where you need to be?
Right.
There's something teaching you there. So you take all that stuff that you learning, and then finally you get to the point where you're at the door of your goal. You look at where you came from. You're like, all right. So I know if I do this, and if I do it this way, and I do it this way, do your research, do your background, do checks, do all your checks and balances, make sure everything fall the right way.
Yes.
You're like, all right, so now I know this is a purpose for this. It was a purpose for it. So I've been pushing it for years. I've been pushing it for years to get there. And I was like, all right, it took some time, away. Iris Wilson said, "So true. Once you get the get a certain age, things things that don't excuse me. You don't think you don't think were important. Come it does. I'm sorry. I'm reading while I'm talking. I'm sorry, y'all. I have this bad habit of reading words while I'm talking.
Yeah, I got you. I got what you say. I got you. Y'all got him. I got him. Yeah.
So yeah, it's true though.
Yeah.
It's true. You
Yeah.
don't think about it until you get to
To
that
it.
point and it's there.
Yeah.
Then you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when I was working on this, now this shows up why. Yeah, it does. It does.
It does happen. Yeah. Yeah. So it's really important. Tonight's show, like we said earlier, it's about you tonight. You, not us. You. You want to have a conversation. Something's bothering you so bad that you want to let it out. Something is making you steamy that you can't take it. You need to talk. Come on, let it out with us
Definitely,
tonight.
definitely.
Anything that you want to talk about, but I know it's about you, and I'm feeling something going on with somebody.
Yeah.
But I just want you to be able to talk to us because that's what Let It Out's all about. Like I said before, we all are here for one another with this show.
No.
We're here to reach you. We're here to be an ear for you. We can't hug you, but we're far, but we're there. So please do that tonight, okay?
Definitely.
Yeah. There's people in this world today that struggle with a lot of things in our lives that we mentioned before a lot of times, with the mental health part of it, whether you're not talking and wanting to, being angry.
Yeah.
The angry mode.
Yeah.
You can't be like that. You got to be able to talk, and let somebody, be an ear for you because sometimes that helps too. Just being that ear that matters. So if you want to call in and talk to us tonight, please do so. Don't hesitate to call.
Oh, I'm sorry. 302-312-3534. I was just sitting here thinking about the situation with Daphne. I was wondering how did that go?
Daphne?
And from the last time she had chimed in, I was wondering how did that go?
Okay. You can
I'm sorry. I
call
was just
in.
sitting there.
Thinking
I looked
about
up
it.
at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what made me think about it. I was like, okay.
Do we? Oh, my.
Just let it out.
Hello.
Welcome to Let It Out. Who are we speaking with tonight?
Hey guys, this is Pastor Iris and Pastor Akila.
Hey.
Hey.
How y'all
hey,
doing?
How are you doing?
We are hanging in there. We always enjoy our time with you guys.
Oh,
Oh, thank you
so much. Twins. You owe me a
Uh-huh.
soda.
Just the open forum to be able to talk because we lack so much education as Black people, and
Yes.
we fear.
Yes.
We fear putting ourselves out there.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
fear being judged,
Yes.
and I think just as a people, we have a lot of fear, and that
Yeah.
probably keeps us back from a lot of things.
Yeah, that's
But-
true. That is so
You know,
true.
Yes. Yes.
I was
Yes.
talking to the wife. My father just got out of the hospital. Had another nervous breakdown here recently.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and
So-
he's 71,
Oh, wow.
and so I was telling her, once at our age, I'm 47 now, and so things like who's going to take care of mom and dad?
Right.
Right.
Are they able to make the best decisions for their health at this age?
Right.
His sugar was 36 when he got into the hospital, so they think that probably had something to do with the nervous breakdown.
Yeah.
Is it always like way too low for him?
No, it's usually high.
Okay.
Okay.
So that would be too low for him and
Yeah.
that's normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so 36 is really, really scary.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You
36
just wonder,
is scary
is he
anyway,
able
right.
to make the decisions that are best for his health?
Yes.
Is my mom able to make the decisions that are best for their health?
Right.
And who is going to be able to handle these things for them,
Right.
Right.
Yes. That's
And
understandable.
I had a friend I talked to who's an RN nurse, and she's like, there's so many things that, Caucasian families do to protect their elderly
Yeah.
because they have knowledge on what to do, and we don't.
Right. You're so true.
We look at things like power of attorney or having a living will or an estate.
Yes.
These are just things that we don't have any education over. We look at negatively,
Yes.
Right.
but it's really to protect your elderly. She was telling me that, I don't know if you guys were even aware of this, but did you know that for elderly, for them to be taken care of by a professional facility, they will basically take everything that the elderly has. So, like, my father owns property in house.
Yeah.
So
I know
before
where
he
you're.
could go into an elderly facility,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they would literally try to take his property, take his houses, sell all those things to pay for the facility. That
Yeah.
he would need
They
to
do
pay.
that. I do hospice from time to time. So yes,
Yeah.
I do know that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
They do.
my mother is in a facility at this moment, so
Mm.
I know what you're talking about.
And see, I was very surprised when I heard that. And I'm just hearing this maybe like a week ago because it's just concerning me. Like, what happens if one of them get to a place where we can't take care of them?
Right.
And it's not something I would say that I'm even considering. I plan to do everything that I can, but the what ifs,
Yeah.
and being prepared and
Always.
being ready.
Mm.
And so it was just one of those things. I was just like, this is surprising because we don't talk about this in our Black community.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
that's so true.
We don't anticipate these days will come.
Yes.
So hearing your voice,
Yeah.
this is not our typical lady that be calling in. I'm hearing your voice right now. You very close to your parents.
Yeah.
I
I'm
hear it
the
in your
only girl.
voice.
Yeah.
I've got 4 brothers. I'm the only girl.
Yeah, I hear it in your voice that you're very close to them, and that concern is real.
It is.
Like I said, I do hospice from time to time, and I go in and I sit with them until their time. And I've seen families, which is mostly the Caucasian families, they toss their families inside that little box, and whatever they're going to do with their finances, they do, but they have them set up, have everything ready. You're right, they do have everything ready, but they would have already done gutted out part of their lives by like selling their home,
Yeah.
whatever they had. And yeah, you're right. It's a sad part of how they do it.
It is.
But then the back end is that they're saving money for them to go into their afterlife at the end.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy, but they do that, and they take so much away from them, but give back almost very little.
Right.
So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I understand that too because, like, now, they want to know, do you have life insurance on them? Because if you do, we need to take that. They're taking everything. So that means you got to start over. So some things, they ain't got to know everything to me. You know what I mean? Like, everything you don't even know about because this is not all there. It's me too. You know what I'm saying? You're in this with them. So you're not going to take everything from them. I'm not going to see that happen. I'm sorry.
That's where I'm at. Like I said, I have no intention of ever doing that because I want to be in position to be able to take care of my my parents, you know, as
Right.
best I can. But it's just one of those things where you're like, are you prepared though?
Yeah.
Are you prepared for that situation if it happens? If one of them becomes too much to handle, you know,
Right.
my dad's, like I said, he has severe mental illness. So what if he gets to the point where he's violent, or
Mm.
you know,
Yeah.
or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
You can't
Yeah.
handle him.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And it,
Yeah.
was he in the military?
No,
He never
it's
did
just it's hereditary.
Oh.
It's a long bloodline of mental illness.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
just about everything that you can name.
Okay.
And you know, I think on one of the shows we talked about this. You know, it was once looked at as like demonic. You know,
Yes,
Right.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
because I was raised in a really Christian family.
Right.
Right.
You know, a lot of my family members still have those views. They're still very ignorant when it comes to what mental illness really is.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so there's not really help or an outlet, you know.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah, it's a lot of pressure, you know, on me.
Right.
Just being one of the only children, besides my older brother, who's really even in position to even consider the future, or, you know,
Right.
consider what the next step is going to be. You know, and so it's a heavy weight. It's you know, heavy is the crown.
It's,
You know, that saying has a heavy meaning to it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
overwhelming. It really is, because I've been there, you know. And my sister, she was taking care of our dad, you know, and then I was taking care of mom. So it's like you're
Yeah.
doing it just seemed like, you know, there's no rest. Your rest is messed up, and
Yeah.
your mind's not focused on things that needs to be focused on.
That's
you know,
true.
your lack of everything that you're used to doing, you know. And then, but you put everything into the taking care of your parent,
Right.
you know, because at that point they're like babies all over again. Now you
Right.
got to be there for them. They need you big time, you know. You're feeding them, you're clothing them, bathing them, you're doing everything,
Right.
you know.
Right.
So yeah, so it's a lot comes with it.
And in some families, you can look at it like it's real crazy, like how sometimes the oldest sibling or child that they have had would be the weakest one, and then the youngest come in and sweep in and do everything absolutely right for them, and it happens. I'm the baby. And I had to make sure my mom was in a good position, although my brother over top of me takes very great care of her. But I put her in a position where she's going to be watched after, and everything's
Right.
going to be fine.
Right.
And our oldest brother, I don't know. I don't know
Right.
about him, but it's like everything else,
That's
you know.
a typical family, right?
Right.
Yeah.
There's always a few that you can't depend on at all
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But usually you're looking for the baby to fall apart, but the
Yeah,
baby
maybe
doesn't.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like my sister. She's the
That's
oldest.
the
She
story with my grandmother. The
Yeah.
youngest, strongest.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And my sister, she held it down. She was taking good care of my dad, you know, and, you know, either he would come over my house, kick it with me for a little while, or I'll go over there, or vice versa, you know, just to have that time, you know,
Right.
somebody to be there. You know, my niece, she held it down too, you know, and, you know, that's what you have to do. You got to come together.
Right.
You know, at that
Right.
point in time, you're going to need everybody. It's not
Right.
certain one. Everybody, look, this is what we're going to do. We need to do this. You know, and that's what you have to do.
They are responsible for bringing all of us in. It's
Yeah, so
all
we-
of us
it's
that
a-
need to work together to work with them.
Yes, thank
And that's
you
how
very
it
much,
should
yeah.
be.
Hi, Brenda.
Hey,
Welcome,
baby, how
honey.
are you?
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it's just something that I just wanted to mention because I just know some of these things are just, we never talk about it, we never think about it, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's good to hear
Yes.
somebody mention it because
Yeah.
it makes you aware.
Yeah.
These are things that you might need to pay attention to. A lot of things that we need to pay attention to.
Exactly.
We just feel like we've got the rest of our lives to worry about it
Mm-hmm.
until you're close to that point, you know.
Right.
Yeah. So
So,
true. So true.
But thank you guys for letting me let it out.
You're
I'll
welcome.
open up the
Thank
floor for
you.
somebody
Thank you
else.
for calling. Thank you for calling.
Thank y'all too for watching. Y'all are
Yes,
wonderful.
Y'all are amazing.
We definitely enjoy you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
I've
you.
shared you guys to like 20 different groups already before.
Oh,
Fantastic.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, good night, guys.
Good night. Okay. Hey,
Yes.
Kenyatta. Hey,
Welcome.
hey, Destin. No, hey, Kajay. Hey, baby.
Hello. Hi. Okay.
So,
All right. So that was a really powerful I felt it in her voice. She wanted to.
Yeah.
It was about her, so she wanted to talk about it because I
Definitely.
felt it in her voice too.
Felt
a
it.
lot. So yeah. Okay, Kenyatta, hi. How are you doing? I'm seeing this big paragraph, so I'm going to read it down on that and get down with it. Okay. Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm living in a shelter. Have 4 kids that I want back under my roof. Once I'm in my own again, struggling with the road in social studies in school for my GED. Be 40 at the end of the month. Lost a lot of love lost a lot of loved ones this year. Oh, I know where that's at. I have a lot of that. I've been through. However, I'm not one to give up. I know that's right. I'm a fighter spiritually and never give up on anything.
That's great.
That's powerful. You know.
That's great, Kenyatta. I mean, you know the family's still here for you, girl.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you gotta understand. You're gonna have to build that strength.
Exactly.
You're gonna have to build that strength. You're gonna have to build your heart. I know the loss of your mom, and then you have a lot of other stuff that's going on. Getting your kids back is a huge deal.
It is.
Getting your GED shows that you give a damn about your life.
Exactly.
So that means, yeah, you really want that. So work on that.
And I'm going to say this to you. It is all about you tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You are a phenomenal woman, phenomenally. So if nobody told you that, you heard that from me tonight. You're strong, and you're holding on for your kids, and you're pushing every day, So I just want to applaud you for that, and just keep on being strong, and while we're talking about this tonight too, I mean, I know people who have places and stuff like that. I don't know too much, but I'm willing to give them to Raphael to pass on to you, to help you with that, to see, what could happen with that, okay? So, I mean, not much, but it's just the small things, okay? So just know I'm here, we're here for you, anytime. So just know that you're amazing. And Brenda stated that you're getting old, baby. It makes up.
Yeah,
I can't
kids.
with him. I mean, oh God.
Kaja, you had something the other night that you wanted to speak on. If you want to, you can speak on it now. If you want, you can call in 302-310. Oh, excuse me.
Where he at?
I told you I'm having a senior moment.
Yeah, but it's
Having-
okay.
Was it 312? I'm at 302-312-3534.
Yeah.
And make sure that you call in if you like.
Yeah.
Because
we'd like to hear from you.
there is some things that I know you want to get off your chest as well.
Yeah.
Tonight is one of those nights. It's all
Yes.
about the fans. It's all about you tonight.
Yes.
So y'all can call in.
And we like to hear from you, so don't hesitate to do that. Like I said earlier, we can help you with something, but I don't know everything, but we can help you with something, even if it's just being an ear and listening, because that's what we're here for.
Mm-hmm.
And share this tonight because it's a powerful message that needs to be heard somewhere. I don't know why, but yeah, it's a powerful message that needs to be heard from somebody, and somebody's listening to it. And Daphne, if you want to call in, you can call in again because Raphael's interested about how you make out.
Yeah.
Also, so about you. So just take that and right now, something that you're going through at this point in time. I don't want you to hold it in. I want you to be able to let it out with us. So we can just, figure out something together, because that's what we're about. Okay?
Definitely.
So do that, okay? We are going to have an amazing bash coming up December
Yes.
the 17th.
Definitely.
And I want you guys to tune in. I want you to be there or be square.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to be at the at the I Am Me, and I will be performing. So I want you to come and see me. Get tickets. They're online as well. You can see them online tonight. They are posted up there. Okay, so let's do the thing. Let's enjoy one another. Let's and the thing is we're support LGBTQ because that's what it's all about that night too. Okay, so just do that because we support them every day, no matter what. Anyhow, so okay, so make sure you show your face and come out and show support. Because maybe maybe we need to get out.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah. So, what is your intake about the conversation with Kieta? Do you have any other?
No, just truthfully, I didn't know.
I just keep thinking about.
Yeah, Kenyatta, I didn't even know that you was on the shelter, but now we're gonna definitely try to help that. We're gonna try to work on that because you've been doing fantastic lately. I've been seeing your drive, the push to do a lot better, to do a lot more than of what you've been doing. I've been watching. You've been coming through. You've been posting it on Facebook and everything of how you being moved in the right direction to do better things. You're doing great. You're doing great with your life. So I am enjoying the woman that you're growing into, and that's fantastic. That's my niece. I love her to death. She's actually a wonderful girl. So I'm looking forward to seeing any outcome of what she decides to do because she's a driver.
That's awesome.
She's definitely a driver.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Like I said, you guys, don't hesitate to call in and join in on this conversation. Very powerful topic tonight. It's about you.
Mm-hmm.
Not meaning us. We're talking about you, you guys who tune into the shows every week. We're talking about you. Something that you're going through that you want to talk about like right now at this instant. Just talk to us about it because, getting stuff off your chest can help out a lot, because holding things in is a disaster.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It hurts your whole entire spirit and everything that you are. It really does hurt you. You're gonna want to let everything that you do go. I mean, if you meditate, but there's still nothing wrong with letting everything go, letting it out, getting everything going the right way.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're gonna want to get this stuff off your chest. Everybody been stressed lately. Everybody been put through. Been through a lot. Everybody's now arguing about this. You gotta get a boost now for your vaccine. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. And it's not just. And now I'm going to say this. It's not just. Think about this. Your regular everyday life, y'all have to do this. Us as entertainers have to be extremely careful because we run across people every day.
Yes.
And we have to be careful ourselves. So just like y'all fed up with all this, yeah, we fed up too. But we have to do it.
We have to.
And you got to be careful. So make sure that you protect your family, your kids.
Yeah.
And now that they made it possible for kids to get vaccinated from the age of 5 on up,
Yes.
it's best to start looking in ways of getting that done. I'm not going to sit there and say I'm always advocate for the. Let me clear this up. It's not saying that I'm always advocating for the vaccine, but you know how you try something, and if it doesn't work, you let them know you're dumb. You got to try something first.
Yeah.
Just so you can say it's not going to work. I mean, let us get close to a norm. That bothers me that we have to do it, but I'm going to do whatever I can to get close to a norm as possible.
Yes.
Because pretty soon, like I said on one of our way earlier shows, we're going to have to walk around with a vaccine card after a while, and you're not going to be able to go get on a plane, get on a train, or anything without this vaccine card being attached to you. It's going to be almost like carrying that scarlet letter for the rest of your life that you're going to have to show a vaccination card in order to live. Excuse me. But you're going to have to do these things, and it's getting that bad. Now here it is, another strand that they're seeing that's coming from South Africa, and they had to put a hold on anything coming from South Africa until they get an idea of exactly what it is, so they can get ahead of it before it makes it here to the United States. Right. But they come to find out that it may be already here. They don't know yet. That's enough in its own to make anybody stressed out. So all the other stuff that you're going through, you thinking that that's going to take a back seat. Nah, it's going to end up festering. It's going to grow bigger. Then that's going to blow up. But what about this? And that's when it's going to come out. Yeah. You got to get it out. You got to let it all the way out and let it go. If you're not comfortable with talking to the person that you live with, we're here.
Let it out with us. Like I said, we're always willing to listen. And people, and that's what people need. Somebody to listen. And
that's all we can do.
It's not that hard to do.
That's all we can do.
Give somebody your ear.
Yeah.
For a second. And but like he said, we're just trying to make it every day, every second day of the day. And I know already there's some places where you had to have your card with you.
Yep.
Or take a picture of it, what have you, put it in your phone. I carry mine on my phone and I carry it in my wallet. But because you never know. Do you have your? It's already right here. Yeah. So, and then us being surrounded with a lot of people, like Raphael stated, we got to present those cards too. Because they, you're in a room filled with people, so you got to make sure people are protected. But some people don't want you around if you're not vaccinated either. A lot of people don't want you around. But that means you're pushing away your family. But you got to do it for you and family. Even if you don't want to, you have to do it to save your life and other people's lives around you as well.
To the best that you can. I mean, it's not saying that it's an imminent threat, saying it's just always gonna just get to you and kill you. Right. As long as you're protecting yourself, cleaning and stuff, doing what you're supposed to do, it's a possibility that it'll go past you. Yeah. But you still have to look out for those who don't. We was in a store in Baltimore, and this little young boy, he had the virus. But his mother was allowing him to go in and out the store, bumping into people as he go on in and out. And my wife said, hold on. Hey, put this mask on him. If he, let him have this mask. And Gray handed some hand sanitizer. They looked at my wife like, no, he don't need it. And I'm like, are you serious? So she was like, oh, he is trying to spread it.
So they just came out
just
and
let him do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
he was positive. He was positive.
Why would you now just try to be out and wandering around with people?
Just to do what they do.
Yeah, that's not.
And you got people that does that.
That's not cute.
You have people that does it, and you have people that sit there and there's people to this day who have caught it and will still fight the vaccine. Nah, I ain't getting it. I already had it. I'm good.
That is not it.
That's not how that works. No, but that's what they do.
It don't work like that. Sorry.
Like I said, I'm not going to advocate to say to do it because you may have some other thing against that you don't want to. But I'm for anything that's going to get us close to a norm. Yeah. If it can get us back to close to being normal as possible, I'm going to do it because I miss being in certain places without having to show certain things, or I miss the closeness of being around people and just having a good time. I mean, people got so tired that they even just said, forget it, I'm going to a nightclub whether I get it or not, I'm having a good time. Then they get sick, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna wait it out and then I'm gonna go back to the club next week.
No.
You know,
No.
so there's a lot of
No.
stuff. There's a lot of stuff.
That's sad. That's sad. But you know, we just gotta be mindful
Hmm.
of the little children that we are around.
Yes, definitely.
Grandchildren, great grandchildren, great nieces and nephews, whatever. Those little people.
Exactly.
We
Make
gotta
sure you
look at. We
teach
gotta
them.
make sure that we gotta be careful. You know, we gotta be around these little kids, and we gotta be
Yeah.
careful, protect them as well. You know, and people who are elderly, you know, their immune systems aren't functionable like they
Mhm.
used to be. So, you know, this stuff is not a game. People think it's a game. It's not. You know, I've seen people who did have it, and some people made it out of it, and some people didn't. But for those who have that I know of, you know, it's like a process all over again because they got to begin to do things all over again, like
Right.
rehabilitation and speech, and because they have the trachs in their throat, and
Right,
they gotta learn how
right,
to walk
right.
again, and
Right,
Yeah.
right, and
So-
that's scary. That's scary, but it's like you got to do it. You got to get stuff together. I mean, it's one of those. It's one of those. All right, they cured one thing, didn't cure this, but yet they're trying to do this. The only reason why they're trying their best to fix whatever is going on is
Yes.
because they're trying to be able to study it better, do something better with it, get it out the way, so the stuff that they should be working on, cancer, AIDS, all the other stuff, can be worked on. But this thing is killing people quicker. And I mean, like, you get sick, and about a few weeks later, you're gone. And you got to be careful with it. It's shutting down people's bodies and just making them just go.
And it's like people that you know of, you wouldn't think in your mind that they're gonna just go. That's what's happening. People that you're not thinking that would die on you will leave you this instant, that
Yes,
fast.
definitely.
You know, but it's happening every
Definitely.
day, every second of the
Every day.
So this thing, stop taking it lightly. I'm telling you, yeah, I was against it. Oh no, I ain't getting that thing. Not me. No. But then I'm an entertainer. So I had no choice but to take it because I'm around these people. You know, I got to protect them too and
Exactly.
myself. You know, so
Exactly. You
but
gotta
that's and I'm here. You
Yeah.
know, around other people, so you got to be careful.
and being an entertainer, you in a tight knit group,
all the time.
and
Yeah.
you don't know which way any of those other people done went, and who they were around, or what's going. So we have to protect ourselves. So try to at least protect you
Well, thank you.
and your child, or your children. If you're not trying to protect yourself,
Right.
at least protect your kids.
Thank you.
So you got to do what you can. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, along with that, that's one of the major things that stresses a lot of people out,
Yes, it
and that's the reason why a lot of us, we have a lot of stuff that's on our mind that's causing problems, that we still hold a lot of stuff in. Y'all think there's nothing that can be done. It is a lot that can be done. There's always help. There's always a way of talking. There's always a way of getting stuff through. I mean, we here every Monday. You can always call in, you check out our show. Even if we are on a topic and you still feel as like you want to we have had that happen. Where
Yes,
we was
we
on
have.
one
Yeah,
topic,
and
but
then-
somebody called in with another idea
Yeah,
about
so-
something, and we
so
talked about it.
That's what let it out. That's what let it out's about anyway.
So
Y'all know that
just
already.
call
So,
in.
yeah.
I mean, you wanna get this week wasn't right. 2-3 weeks down the line, we talking about something funny, and you
Yeah.
come in and say, "Well, my dog died." Okay, fine, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
you know.
yes,
So
yes. And I just want to say I appreciate those who have tuned in and those who have called in.
thank you, thank
You're
you.
very amazing, and Kenyatta. Like I said, I'm gonna communicate with Raphael and give him some information. It may not be a lot, but something small, okay? Maybe that could help you, and just let me know how that goes, okay? Next week's topic
Definitely.
is: have you ever had any spirituality things happen to you in your lifetime? Have anything under the ordinary ever happened to you spiritually? Like,
Definitely.
what the heck? But that's next week, so don't tell me right now. I don't want to know. But we're going to talk about that, okay? And I want you guys to continue staying on Plug Studio Network. It's always something positive out of this network all the time. So keep watching, keep sharing. That's all we ask, you know. And next week we will see you, you know, and continue to stay safe as well, all right? And peace.
Something about this sound. Something about this sound. Something about this sound. Something. I'm up against the fight of my life. I'm so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away. It's time for me to let it